Hi, my name is Katharine Kitzen, and for my presentation, I chose the topic of a company with a positive and flourishing organizational culture. I used Google as an example of a company with a positive company culture. Google's story begins in 1995 at Stanford University, where Larry Page and Sergey Brin were students who met there. In September 1998, the company officially launched in a friend's garage. Today, the company is currently headquartered in Mountain View, California. More than 70% of worldwide online search requests are handled by Google, placing it at the heart of most Internet users' experience. Google began as an online search firm, but it now offers more than 50 Internet services and products, from email and online document creation to software for mobile phones and tablet computers. Despite this great number of products, its original search tool remains the core of its success. Google's broad product portfolio and size make it one of the top 4 influential companies in the high-tech marketplace, along with Apple, IBM, and Microsoft. Google's mission statement and corporate culture reflect a philosophy that you can make money without doing evil, and that work should be challenging and the challenge should be fun. These beliefs dominate life at Google. The official mission statement of the company is to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful. In 2006, Google was selected by MBA students as the ideal place to work. In 2007 and 2008, Fortune magazine named Google the #1 employer in the annual 100 Best Companies to Work For. From 2009 to 2013, according to Fortune magazine, Google was ranked in the top 4 companies for best corporate culture. Google is a high-energy, fast-paced work environment. There is a work hard, play hard atmosphere. The Google Mountain View headquarters, also known as Googleplex, has a campus-like environment. There, you can find things such as workout facilities, a cafe, well-stocked snack rooms, and nap pods that give it a dorm-like environment. One program that Google offers that is pretty cool is a program called the 20% Time Program. All engineers at Google are encouraged to spend 20% of their work time on projects that interest them. Not only does this keep engineers happy and challenged, but it's also good business. Some estimates put half of all new product launches can be directly attributed to projects that come from the 20% Time Program. This is an example of job encouragement that we learned in class. Job encouragement consists of building into a job such motivating factors such as responsibility, achievement, recognition, stimulating work, and advancement. Through this practice of the 20% Time Program, the company encourages creativity that can lead to the creation of successful new products in a fun way that gives employees the freedom to explore and innovate. Most workers at Google have base salaries that are on the lower end for the market they operate in. The base salaries are supplemented by stock options, challenging work, and extensive benefits. In addition to the normal health and welfare benefits that most larger companies offer, Google provides its employees with the following cutting-edge benefits, such as health care, vacation days and flexible hours, maternity and parental leave, child care center, free shuttle, dry cleaning, and many more. We learned about forms of motivation in class. One form of motivation is non-monetary incentives. Some examples of this include work-life balance, ability to expand skills, positive work environment, and finding meaning in work. These cutting-edge benefits that Google offers to the employees are examples of non-monetary forms of motivation. These benefits offered greatly improve employees' work-life balance, expand skills, and help the overall well-being of them. This shows that Google cares about the well-being of their employees. By having these non-traditional benefits creates this unique culture that has helped flourish it into one of the highest ranked and most desired company cultures in the world. So, how did Google create this ideal company culture? Google's culture is very flexible, fun, and founded on trust. An important key to their success is collaboration. Building a sense of community is one of the first steps to create a more positive company culture. An example that Google uses is they have numerous micro kitchens and breakout spaces that can be found around the office. These are here to help bring people together. Innovation and creativity are also essential to Google's culture. Encouraging these to employees will also create a great work environment. Additionally, Google sees failing as a learning tool. Employees are rewarded for their failures as they spark and continue innovation and creativity. When the fear of failure is removed from the problem, employees will feel safer. As well, people respond better when they feel they are supporting each other. Laszlo Bock highlights Google's approach in his book, Work Rules: Insights from Inside Google That Will Transform How You Live and Lead. He states, all it takes is a belief that people are fundamentally good and enough courage to treat your people like owners instead of machines. Machines do their jobs. Owners do what is needed to make their companies and teams successful. I feel this quote ties into the idea of trust and encouragement and how essential it is to Google's culture. Trust is at the core of what makes Google's company culture so successful. One of the biggest challenges of creating a positive culture is moving away from a top-down style of management that sees people as inherently untrustworthy. Instead, why not make people accountable and then give them the resources and freedom they need to get the job done? Google has a flat organizational structure, thus encouraging all employees to share their voice. A flat organizational structure is one that allows communication between employees of any level. So, what can we learn from Google and what are some key takeaways? The relentless search for better answers continues to be at the core of everything we do. Google's constant innovation continues to drive its success. Adding a dining table where employees can chat over their packed lunches is a simple but effective way to encourage people to communicate and build a community. Google takes full advantage of its talented, smart employees by letting them teach each other, introduce weekly skill shares to nurture a culture of knowledge sharing and boost collaboration. Google is able to constantly innovate because employees feel free to experiment and fail. Create a safe space for failure. Encourage employees to learn from not only their own, but each other's mistakes. Google's weekly Q&A sessions act as a space to outline upcoming projects to staff, but also for them to ask questions of upper management. Be transparent. Being honest with employees creates a culture of trust. If everyone feels like they're in the loop, it will help boost cohesion. As Google has grown and the organization has expanded and spread out, keeping a uniform culture has proven difficult between headquarters and satellite offices, as well as among different departments within the company. The larger a company becomes, the more that culture has to reinvent itself to accommodate more employees and the need for management. While Google still gets stellar reviews for pay, perks, and advancement, there are also some employees who note growing pains that you expect from such a huge company, including the stress associated with a competitive environment. Hiring and expecting the best from employees can easily become a stressor if your culture doesn't allow for good work-life balance. Even the best culture needs to revisit itself to meet a growing company's team. The most successful company culture leads to successful business, and that requires an evolving culture that can grow with it. Here are my sources. Thank you.